Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims be saying? Carisha, please? $250,000 a month to do strange shit at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carisha, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Young Miami is spiraling right now, and not just emotionally. She's officially been subpoenaed to court as a possible accomplice in Diddy's criminal empire. And according to insiders close to the investigation, prosecutors are done playing nice. They're gunning for real jail time, and Carisha's name is front and center on that paperwork. We all thought those $500,000 checks were just sugar baby perks. But baby, it's way deeper than that. Prosecutors now believe she wasn't just Diddy's favorite. She was actively helping him run a nationwide freak ring. And what's even more disturbing, she allegedly used her own family members to fulfill Diddy's twisted requests and help him move his pink packages across state lines. Now she's stuck between two choices: testify against Diddy or join him behind bars. And let's be honest, with the way this case is spiraling, she's definitely about to start singing louder than a church choir on Sunday. Young Miami first got dragged into this legal storm when music producer Lil Rod filed a bombshell lawsuit, exposing the inner workings of Diddy's secret life. In his claims, he didn't just accuse Diddy of misconduct, he named Carrie Shaw directly. Rod says he personally witnessed her receiving monthly payments from Diddy, anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000, to assist in setting up his wild, sometimes dangerous, events. But here's where it gets chilling. Rod alleges that at a Thanksgiving party in 2022, Miami didn't just watch the horror unfold, she orchestrated it. According to the lawsuit, Diddy was under the influence, and Lil Rod had been drinking what he now believes was spiked alcohol. That's when Miami's cousin allegedly barged into the bathroom and performed acts on him without his consent, all while Diddy and Miami reportedly stood by and watched. Rod claims he was too intoxicated to fight back and tried to flee, only to be followed by the same cousin, who allegedly stripped and attempted to assault him again in front of a room full of people, including Miami, Diddy, and Diddy's own son, Justin Combs. And it doesn't stop there. Lil Rod says Diddy was paying not just Carrie Shaw, but a team of women, including Jade, Daphne Joy, and others, to service both male and female guests. Some of these allegations even hint at underage individuals being involved, a claim prosecutors are now investigating very closely. The money trail? Crystal clear. Rod provided receipts showing Robin Greenhill, Diddy's accountant, transferring money to these women, ensuring everything ran through wire transfers or cold hard cash. He even listed other middlemen like Brendan Paul and KK as the people responsible for deliveries and payouts. And yes, Rod dropped photos from the actual Thanksgiving party, with everyone in white, confirming the date, the guests, and the vibe. If you thought that was the peak of the madness, buckle up because it gets even wilder. Rod later updated his lawsuit, stating that Young Miami was flying Diddy's illegal pink powder across the country herself, even hopping on private jets from Miami when Diddy's main supplier, Brendan Paul, didn't deliver. That pink, a dangerous combo of unnamed substances, was the fuel behind many of Diddy's infamous parties.
Pink cane Young Miami has to bring across.
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they got.
I found out. I talked to my guy. Because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling the Tusi, that's calling it the Tucci. I didn't know which one it was. So I talked to my guy, and my guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
With Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Education.
101.
So Tusi is the, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. And they fold it into the. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street special K. It's a veterinary, it's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there was certain you would always find on hand. Viagra, C, Special K, and now see, the keep you up all night, but unfortunately it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure that the involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing yourself with the. Now see, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You can get by 80-ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the in you, so you don't feel. And then you add that to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out, and now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now the Tootsie, they done skipped. They done skipped all the steps. They condensed it.
Wow.
So you got the in there, and then you got the in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tootsie, you got all of that. The gay cocktail.
Oh.
Off cocktail in the one thing. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he said he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making the meth, and they made it a special color, so they done that with the Tootsie.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
You think that...
As if you need more. When did high not get high enough? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, to the point where you have to fly it across, like, I need that here tonight. Can you get that here? Like, no.
I need that here. You got 3 powerful and food coloring.
Okay.
You are numb. You are wired. You pop that Viagra. You a machine. You anything. You a brick wall wouldn't even feel.
But let's be real, the Lil Rod incident wasn't just a one-time thing. This wasn't Miami accidentally getting caught in Diddy's madness. This was a pattern. Her name surfaced again when another woman, known only as Jane Doe, filed a separate lawsuit against Diddy. And this time, the allegations were even more disturbing. The woman claimed Diddy forced her into disturbing acts over a 4-year period, including non-consensual encounters, drugging, intimidation, and even coerced recordings without permission. Some fans believe this Jane Doe might actually be Diddy's former side piece Gina Huynh, but legally, the identity remains anonymous. Jane Doe said she was first invited overseas by Diddy in fall 2020. Things escalated after a 2022 visit to Miami. She woke up after one encounter with her feet purple and bruised, and even had a bite mark on her heel, with zero memory of what happened or how the injuries occurred. According to her legal filings, she was forced to ingest a mystery substance that left her semi-conscious and unable to resist what happened next. She later discovered it may have included controlled substances. The trauma didn't end there. She was allegedly coerced into silence, suffering severe anxiety, paranoia, and emotional instability. And get this, even after everything, Diddy continued to contact and manipulate her, using fear to maintain control over her actions.
Miami put out a tweet a while back and basically was into it with, I guess, one of Diddy's other women. Mm-hmm. And she basically said, if I wanted you to eat my cat, Diddy would have had you on your knees by now.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that was really like her telling on herself before she knew things were going to hit the fan?
No, I think that was her being herself because she's a dumb.
Damn.
I think she was just telling the truth because it's almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females out here. I hear she lace front all the time. Snatching up and throwing them in her nasty twat. Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims be saying? Carisha, please?
Oh, man. Damn. Okay.
Please, Carisha, stop, Carisha, please. She likes that shit. That shit turns her on. wild. And her in the sexy red and the Sukianas and all this the saucy Santanas. Oh, fuck a lot of them. God, say this. I know a Punisher when I see one. I was a Punisher one time in my life. You know, it takes one to know one. And I used to be hard on. But these, they doing I wouldn't do.
These allegations line up far too well with Lil Rod's timeline. Both lawsuits mention similar patterns: drugs, coercion, cover-ups, and women being used like pawns in a bigger game. As this case unfolds, one thing is becoming painfully clear. Young Miami wasn't just standing by, she was deeply involved. Whether she admits it in court or not, the walls are closing in. But just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they did. According to court filings, Jane Doe took a pregnancy test after one of her encounters with Diddy, and it came back positive. Now here's where Young Miami's name re-enters the chat, and not in a cute way. Jane claims Miami harassed her repeatedly, blowing up her phone and pressuring her to terminate the pregnancy. We're talking non-stop, hostile calls, telling her to take care of it or else. Jane says she eventually suffered a miscarriage, which many are now speculating may have been linked to the emotional and psychological stress she endured. But did that stop the torment? Not at all. Diddy and Miami allegedly continued intimidating and stalking her, and by the time 2022 rolled around, Diddy was back in her life, calling, texting, and even using third parties to force her into flying out to visit him again. And once she was there, according to the lawsuit, Diddy would allegedly drug her, supply her with alcohol, and force her to perform private shows until she blacked out. She says she'd wake up with no memory, bruises on her body, and an overwhelming sense of fear. It was a cycle of manipulation, abuse, and silence. And the wildest part? Young Miami was right there in the background the entire time, smiling on Instagram, collecting those checks, and acting like this whole operation was just another music video. But the reality behind the scenes? Something straight out of a nightmare script. It's easy to say she didn't know, but Jane claims she definitely knew. In fact, Jane said that Miami was actively involved in keeping her quiet and allegedly told her, "If you mess this up, you're gonna regret it." Now, fans are connecting dots, especially since many believe Jane Doe is actually Gina Huynh, Diddy's rumored ex who had her own moment with the internet years ago. Remember Gina's interview with Tasha K? She revealed that Diddy paid her $50,000 to terminate a pregnancy, and the timeline matches eerily well. Not only that, but Gina and Young Miami got into a heated Twitter war around that time, with Miami incriminating herself in a now viral tweet saying, "If I wanted you to eat my cookie, Diddy would have you on your knees. You'd eat it." That tweet? Still up. And now being used as a digital receipt in the court of public opinion.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot.
Yeah, I take a shot.
You like golden shower?
I do.
But like peeing on you.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just do something.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, one more thing. I need something a little. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never had a golden shower.
I did.
Did you? I've never had a golden shower. Like I've given one. Oh, is that the same thing as or?
Yeah, they say that. I don't know, but I don't had a golden shower and I like.
I give them.
And if you think that's all, hold on to your wigs. Insiders are now claiming that prosecutors have obtained footage, allegedly showing Diddy and Young Miami involved in a golden shower incident. The kind of footage that isn't meant for public consumption but is being used strategically behind closed doors to pressure her into flipping. Now, yes, that would typically be illegal, but let's not act like these prosecutors are playing by the rulebook. The mission? Take down Diddy at all costs. And if that means leveraging private tapes to scare his inner circle into testifying, that's exactly what they're doing. And if y'all recall, Young Miami went viral on her own show for admitting she likes golden showers. So, it's not that far-fetched for there to be actual receipts. The public? Not even shocked anymore. The hashtags exploded. Hashtag P. Diddy trended for days. And the backlash against Carrie Shaw? Brutal. But that's just the start, because sources say there's even more footage, more messages, and more bank records coming down the pipeline as this case unfolds. Miami is boxed in now. She has two options: help the prosecutors and spill everything she knows, or stay loyal, keep quiet, and risk going down with the entire empire. And let's just say, the walls are closing in fast. Social media's already having a field day. One user tweeted, "Young Miami after signing that $1 million deal with the DA to testify against Diddy Skull." Another added, "Not y'all shocked Young Miami is in court docs as Diddy's worker. That's not a flex, sis." Some folks tried to rebrand it as tricking, but the feds? They're calling it organized trafficking, and Miami's name is scribbled right there in ink. So the big question now is, will she testify? Or will she fall with the rest of the empire? Drop your thoughts below. And if you think this was messy, wait till you see what Diddy's ex-staff just leaked in the next video.
Click now